Checking something here first, guys. Um, Waiting until more people connect, okay? It should be online now, but I'm not sure. Um, it's weird. There we go. Let me lower the volume so I can see. There we go. How you doing, man? Let's see who's online. Mitchell. There are quite a few people here. Okay, guys, I'm working putting together all the gaskets because I'm gonna start putting together the battery now. The big battery, 26S 12P. So we can talk until I do this. It's gonna be the voting part, but I hope I'm going quickly here. Putting this first box. I'm gonna be using almost 3 boxes. So there are 312 cells. So I'm gonna be putting together the first floor, which is 18S 12P today. I'm welding that one. I have the bus bars ready. Finally, I finished those bus bars, man. It was taking forever. So I took the day off today from work. So was not feeling good in the morning, and then took few pills, feel better, and then okay, let me finish this. So Friday I'm gonna be working as well with this. So I hope I got that good progress this weekend from all those packs. So let me see how many people are online. It looked like we have 4. So these sales are back 45 days for the people that doesn't know. The pink ones, back 45 days. They are tabless, 4.5 amps hour, which this grade is 804. They give you 4.6 amps hour. So they can be discharged continuously at 60 amps with temp cutoff. It's most likely like regular, 45 amps continuously, no problem. They can burst to 100, no problem too. So great sales, these ones. So I was talking with the owner in the morning, chatting with him, telling him he have the motor in the way, so that's gonna be a very interesting build, the one that he's gonna have. Very nice. So I cannot wait to see that one. This battery is gonna be really nice with those bus bars. Nice, Adrian. You can use for 70 millimeters and 21-700. This is a great cell. This one. But the best one, if you want the best one, because I know those jets, they are very high power. I will say the 50PL is the best cell, or keep an eye in the Resilient RS40 is very powerful, even more than the RS 50, which the RS 50 is very close to the 50PL. And believe it or not, in the first testing, in the first 15 seconds to 20 seconds, the RS4 is giving more power than the 50PL. That's something that Much already tested, and that's very impressive. The thing is, after the 20 seconds, I believe, the 50 PL catch up. It catch up. So I was talking, if you want the best sell for drag racing with something very explosive, that it only lasts drag racing. You know, it can be 10 seconds or whatever time. The RS40 right now is even more powerful than the 50 PL for that short period of time, that burst. Um, I have that one coming, the RS50. I have both. They are gonna arrive at the same time. Probably, I hope, about 3 weeks from now, maybe less, maybe more, depend the customs. They will take more or less. So I have both coming. So, and I'm gonna have as well the 50 PLs. You name it. I'm gonna have a bunch of cells coming. Samsungs. What else? Many cells. I have a big. Well, there are how many boxes? It's probably about. I can't remember, but there are probably 60 boxes are coming in cells, maybe more. Because sometimes the boxes they came 3 boxes inside and stuff like that, you know. So, but there are many coming. So for the people that doesn't know, this is insulator rings. In the positive side, that's the first step that you have to do before start putting together. And I have to put together 3 boxes of this. So it's just that I'm gonna start with one, welding, you know, the first part, and then put it together another one, and you know, to do it by steps. So yeah, I mean if you have JP40s, JP40 is a monster cell. I mean it's excellent. Actually, honestly, uh, between JP40 and 50 PL, I don't think that you even are gonna feel too much difference other than um, longevity. Not longevity, I'm sorry, more capacity, because the 50 PL have longer runs, obviously, than JP40s. Uh, it's you should get 20% more, you know, range. In your case, maybe I don't know, in minutes. I guess it's like 2 more minutes with the 50 PL. And probably you're gonna feel a little bit more punch as well, because it's not only in the equipment. I mean, in reality, you should feel a little bit difference. Use 2 colors of ring, about 1 inch. My brand. That's it. Yeah. Why do you use 2 color of rings? I normally use one. You know, so especially using only one side. You know, positive side. I have right now greens. I keep red for the 18650s and green for the 21700. That's what I'm doing right now. So man, talking like that, look at that. I am almost halfway, and then to identify series connection and parallel. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. It's what's up, man? How are you? Putting together this. That's a full box of back 45Ds. Okay, this one is done. I have, look at this. I have already 3 papers. Let me take another one. 4. Well, this one is not from this pack. Okay, got more here. Let's keep going, and hopefully we can start welding right away after I finish this set. I guess I can fill it out one with this. So yeah, and that's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna be using the A with P120. The other days I was doing lives, putting together the bus bars I'm gonna be using for this build, which I have them here. Let me show you. This is what I'm gonna be using for this build. So these bus bars are 3 pieces. For the people that are synchronizing and doesn't know these bus bars, there are 3 pieces. Okay, they are. Let me see if I have examples here. I don't have. I have to cut more. So these. Okay, this one is the top part from the bus bar. This one is the base, what touched the cell directly. And I have another layer that I don't have left here that is gonna be the nickel. So it's 3 layers. This bus bar is a beast. So these bus bars are made, with the intention of 500 amps. I mean, very very high current. Even when this pack is gonna be, I believe it's gonna be using only about 300, maybe to 320. It's gonna be using this one. Let me check the comments, okay? How I can see the serial connection easier? What's a body? Oh, Didal. I guess that you make a comment in the videos about the spot welders, I guess. Avoid mistake on me, especially in the triangle. Yes, the triangle is the most tricky one. What about the back 45D you have in here in the video? JP40 is better in my case for EF70. I want to make my first build pack bomber winter and definitely hit up some guideline. Okay, okay, and let me start with well, SKONC. Yes. How we identify? Yes, that's a good question. I mean, I personally, because I make the bus bars, I already follow just the bus bar to try to don't get confused. I mean, when I put together the packs and I study, I do everything in 3D before I build a pack. I tend to build everything in 3D and I study what I'm gonna be doing. I mean, with the experience, it's I mean, it's that help you a lot, and so when I put together the cells in the tray, so I first accommodate obviously what you're gonna be doing, and then the bus bar just help you following what you're doing. So, but I still have to do one more step. I'm gonna show you a trick that I do with the cells. The other question, Andres, you was asking if the JP40 is better or what setup is better for you between back 45Ds. All will depend how much current you have to pull. To be honest with you, with your system. Because if you know you're gonna be pushing more, I will say more than 50 amps per cell continuously, I will say go with the, well, you mentioned JP40 or a back 45D. I mean, the JP40 have a better thermal resistance, okay? Which means it runs a little bit cooler. It's just few degrees only than the back 45D, okay? The back 45D tend to run a little bit hot, more hot than the JP40. Why is this? Because the back 45D have thicker, more turns in the jelly roll. Obviously, have a higher resistance. Obviously, because have more capacity than the JP40, and that's normal. Again, the back 45D is an amazing cell. I mean, but if you want the most, I mean, between the two cells, the JP40 is gonna be a little bit more powerful than the back 45Ds. Not for too much. I mean, but yes, it's gonna be. But you're gonna have again less runtime. I mean, it depends what you are looking for. So if you're looking for more runtime, back 45D is better. And now the honestly, if you, there's a bunch of cells. I mean, the EV 50PL, honestly, that's the best of two worlds because from all of them, you have better thermal than all of them. So, and you have more current from all of the. It's just a freaking alien cell. That EV50PL is just an alien. And for runtime, again, 50PL, I will say is the first one. Second, this one. I mean, this back 45D is. Well, wait. We forget the RS 50. It's not. Nobody have that yet. I mean, it's coming. It's gonna be here in about 3 weeks. And basing the numbers is gonna be a great sell. It's so nice that we're gonna have so many options in very soon. I mean, so many cells coming that it's gonna be amazing. I am excited with that. And okay, one more pack. Look at this. We're getting close. So I forget. Oh man, I wanna build my first pack for Bomber. I can't remember which one is that one. The Bomber. This winter, and definitely is that a jet or is it's an e-bike? Oh man. Yes, I mean both again. That's it's. I mean, 50PL Rojas 50PL and RS 50. It's very close, freaking close. Both cells. I mean, I'm very excited, and I will tell you something, and I'm gonna tell you what I feel with all this. I mean, Steel Bomber is a clone. Nice. Um, there is a bunch of drama with the 50PLs, you guys know. And I have to clarify all that because many people are asking, are your cells A grade, the one that are coming? Let me explain something to you guys. There's no, first of all, the EV50PLs that we know as EV50PL in reality, this is not the production cell from EV. Here's what's happened. If you notice, the EV50PL, neither one say EV. They just say 50PL. It doesn't say EV. Actually, the boxes that came in doesn't say EV. The EV boxes, EV, normally they put EV names in their boxes. And I can show you, for example, let me find one to show you what I'm talking about. This is a EV box. See? They say EV. This one is the 40PLs, okay? They say EV. EV put the names in their cells. The cells, they say EV. I mean, they put the names. So, and we was wondering if EV is gonna have a new wrap where they're gonna be eliminating the name of the cell, and that's nothing weird. Samsung does that all the time. For example, Samsung in the new wrap from the 50E. Let me read the comment. In the 50E, I'm sorry, 50E, no, 35E, the 18650 35E, the new wrap doesn't say Samsung anywhere. I don't know if I have that cell here to show you what I'm talking about. I may have that sample here. Let me see if I have one sample to show you what I'm talking about. Let me see, because I know I sold out in that sale, but sometimes I keep samples. Um, no, I don't think I have sample. I guess this one is 30Q. Let me check. I guess this one is 30Q. Yeah, this one is a 30Q, but actually, you know what? This one is a good example. Let me show you something. This is the new 30Qs, okay, from Samsung's. You tell me, where do you see the Samsung name in the cell? See, it says SDI because it's made in China. You have the CCC logo, and that's it. It doesn't say Samsung at all. And that's the new 30Qs. I'm gonna have this cell. I got these cells because they are doing that. They are doing that. They are not putting the names. Same thing happened with the 35E, the new Samsung. The first time I bring that cell recently, I'm talking in February, that I bring that cell. The customer called me back saying, "Hey, you sell me a fake cell." They says it was. I say, "Buddy, it's not fake. Is that is coming in a Samsung box." And it's just, that's the new wrap. And he says, "No, but I cannot find that in internet." And I'm telling him, "You are the first one, because when I get the sales, I sell very quickly. So I sell, when you get sales from me, I mean, it's very fresh batch, and you get, believe me, you don't get all sales." So, and I explain, it's a Samsung cell, that's the new wrap. So then, because when I bring the sales, I send that to March as well, for testing. I do my testing, but I like to share with March everything that I receive, so he can test as well. And then March received my sales, and then he tested, and he says, "Yeah, they are Samsungs, but it's just, this is the new wrap." So, and then the client, when he's in, I tell the client, "Hey, you don't feel comfortable, I take the sales back, no problem. If you don't feel comfortable, and I mean, you maybe don't believe me, or I'm okay with that. So I tell the client, and the client say, "No, let me hold off. And then when he see that March posted, and everybody start receiving down the road the same sales, because that's the new wrap, then he was, "Hey, I'm sorry, it's not," and I get it, remember, many people order for first time from me, and they don't know if I'm legit, or if I sell fake cells. I don't sell fake cells. I mean, and yeah, but they are dropping. The point is, some of the brand, they drop off the brand name from the sales. And I thought that was gonna be the case with the 50PL the first time I seen it. However, I knew that EV was doing those sales for the drone manufacturer. I repeat this continuously because many people they keep asking the same. So for a drone manufacturer, however, we know that sale is exactly the 50PL, the what is gonna be the production. But I was thinking maybe they're gonna drop off the name. I mean, because they keep going doing the same cell. EV is producing that cell, the one that I'm talking about. And I thought, okay, maybe that's gonna be the new cell. I mean, but guess what? After that, you are using back 45D right now. Yes, man, that's a great cell. Yep, that's what I'm doing. Look at this. This is all back 45Ds. So, but guess what? Here's what happened. The EB30PL, which is a newer cell than the 50PL, is about to be released. And guess what? They did. I'm gonna have this week, hopefully by the end of this week, samples of the 30PL. And I already seen the wrap, and guess what? They are gonna put EV name, and they are putting the CCC logo on the cell. So that one makes sense that that one is the final production cell. So the fact that EB with even a newer cell is doing using that you know, the EB name and all that, it's another confirmation that the cell is not production. The current what we know as a EB50PL, okay, and they are not coming in EB boxes. The 50PLs are not coming. I want to see the box that is coming in. The well, what I'm gonna get is samples. It's not the final production either from the 30PL, so I cannot judge by the box. But you know, I'm very sure. I'm very sure. Um, what I have told by EV is that yes, they have production, but they are not selling that to us for the public, you know, yet. So what they are selling is these ones. Again, the box doesn't say EV. Once the cell arrive, probably next week, I'm gonna let you know. 30PL is 18650. 18650, but you have to see the numbers. You have to see the numbers in that cell, 18650. It's funny because they make that cell to compete with the JP30, which that's the one that I have right now in the store. And now, here's the thing. Ampes is going to feel the pressure. I will tell you why. Ampes, I was talking with March about this. I don't know why they do not claim in the JP30 more current than what they are claiming, because Ampes is claiming in the 18650 in the JP30 only 36 amps, right? And then they decrease it even to 30. And I was, why? If this cell, we test the cell at the maximum 36 amps, and it's a beast. It's not sagging almost nothing. It's not heating up. And I was, this cell can push more. Then we tested at 40. We tested at 45. And guess what? It's holding no problem at 45 amps. And it's not overheating. It's working very good. And I was, why they are doing this? And then guess what? Checking Much Patreon, Much test that cell at 100 amps. And guess what? The cell did better than the JP40. Insanely, it did better. It sagged less. I mean, it's insane. The JP30 is a beast. So, and I was talking with Much. Why they did that? We believe is because for longevity. Maybe they put it down, especially when they don't have anybody even close to that performance, you know, claiming that performance. Buddy, I just finished all of them. So that's what we believe now. The JP, the 30PL EV is claiming 50 amps. That makes sense for the JP. Honestly, for the JP30, 50 amps, that makes sense completely because he can do it. We tested. Why they don't claim it? I don't know. I mean, they are too conservative, excessively conservative, in my opinion. So this is done. Now, what I like to do before putting together, I'm gonna put together. I use a jig that I put here on top to make a little mark in the center of the cell with a Sharpie, a little dot. Why? Because when you are going to accommodate the cells in the bus bar, you know exactly where is the center with that little mark. Let me see if I can find my jig, and then I start putting the spot in all of them, and then I'm gonna start putting together the cell. I hope I can find my jig. If not, I will have to print another one. Make a pause and print that, and then keep going. Maybe I have the jig here. Let me see. Let me see if I have the jig here. Maybe. Yeah, what's happening is that every time I offer that to clients, it's something like this, but with a smaller hole in the center. So let me see if I can find the one that I use. I probably give that away to somebody, and I have to print another one. Yep. Yeah, the thing is, I don't use that all the time, but I feel like I want to use it for this build. All right, let me move the cells from here. Bring the tray. Is that the first one or no? That's a short one. I have the other ones here. Yep. That's a trace. So I'm gonna put this like here. See, but I wanna mark that center first. That's gonna be very cool, man. They must have found something with them testing. I don't know. I don't know. That's what I was thinking on that. I mean, man, I really want that jig. Let me see if I can find that jig before putting together this. You know what? I'm gonna start printing the jig. Sorry that I'm back facing you guys. Let me turn on the printer. And I start printing that because in that way I don't lose time. Let me see where it is. Where is my here it is. My printer is off? Really? I need the cell phone to turn on the printer. I'm back. Sorry. Let me explain you what happened. The problem is that I have this, that's my power protectors for the printer. And for some reason it disabled when it's inactive. And I have to keep going, you know. Okay, the printer is ready. I'm gonna print this in PLA, maybe PLA red. Let me make it yellow. So this is the jig. Let me show you. I'm gonna be calling that. That's the jig. What I'm gonna be printing. See, it's just a cap with a hole in the center. So that I use that for. All right, let me synchronize first the colors. I'm gonna paint that in yellow PLA. And let's slice this. Let me make it 16, the quality. Let me make it 20 to make it quickly. And slice. It's gonna take only 9 minutes. That's gonna be interesting. Let me print that quickly. PLA. Come on. There we go. So in the meantime, I'm gonna put only here now the cells skipping the negative side, or to face only the positive in the meantime. Let me put the cell phone back in place. All right. While that prints, let me put this here. There we go. Yeah, because if I put the negative, then it's gonna be, harder to make the mark. So it's gonna take 9 minutes to print the jig. Yeah. Man, I cannot wait to put together these cells. I have an let me see. I have an argument with a friend, and I want your expert on opinion. From 9 cells, moly cell 45B, welding only, with 2 layers of nickel 0.15, can this charge 400? Absolutely not. 400 amps, it's a lot of current, and the nickel cannot handle that. There's no way, even with 3 layers, you cannot handle 400 amps. That's a lot of current. It's gonna overheat. Even pure copper cannot handle that. Pure nickel cannot handle that. 400 amps. 400 amps. I'm gonna use less amps than that, and look at what I'm doing. Copper, not nickel, copper. And I have 3 layers of 0.2, not 0.15, 0.2. I'm using, 2 layers, one on top, one on the bottom, plus in the center I have 0.2 pure nickel in the center. So this is a lot of layers. Especially for being pure copper. And I know I'm gonna be hitting hard. Close to 400 amps. This can hold to 500. But again, imagine a nickel. No way. No way. Nickel basically 0.3, because 0.15 and 0.15, 2 layers of 0.15 is equal. Think about it. Equal 0.3 nickel, which 0.1 of copper carry more current than 0.3 of pure nickel, because the copper is 4 times more conductive than nickel. So now think about it. No, it's no way the nickel can carry that much current. It's gonna overheat, and it's gonna sag a lot. Not even close. Not even close. It's just, that's a no. In that case, that's a no. Man, this battery is a big it's gonna be a big battery. I built already a similar one. Let me see. Let me check something. Yeah, I'm good. I already built a similar battery, but with, how much was that one? 24S. This one is gonna be 26S. In the same, when I say similar, in the same form, with the same layout. So this one is the same one. It's just one more, no, two more series. All right, that's my stopping point right now. I need to wait for the jig now before I put the other ones, because the other ones are going in negative, and I want to mark all this. Let me show you closer here what I'm talking about. Again, the jig, basically what I'm gonna do is put the jig here, and with a Sharpie mark the center of each one of the cells, the center. The reason why is because when I put the bus bar, it's gonna be something like this, right on top. let's see, something like this. In between the lead, you see that we see the battery in between. I want to see that dot in the center. So in that way, that helped you to accommodate very nicely and make sure you're putting everything perfectly in the center. Even when I use jigs to do that, I like to always double check. See, this is gonna be on top of here, just like this. I don't want to push it because then it's a headache to take it out. But this tray is gonna close the loop. It's gonna be an enclosure completely once I push this down. So, and then I weld on top, you know, here, the bus bars, just like this. And if you notice, my bus bar have holes matching the center. See? And even the corners, everything match here. Let me zoom this out. So how I put that together, I use jigs. I make another jig, so that is gonna help me to putting this together. Not this one not. I use the smallest one. Can use this one. I have few. See, that can go in the center. I need to clean those centers. See, just like this. That helped me. Or I can use even the small one. With one is enough. One of the small ones. See, like putting in here, like this. So, but in this case, just like this. Let me see. Look at this. I don't want to push because it's not inserted. But anyway, by putting one, look at this. The other one, they go completely straight. So once I have that in place, obviously not in this side. Let me put it. This is backwards right now. It's gonna go like this. Let me see if I can do it now. I am with one hand, sorry. I'm holding the cell phone with my other hands. Let me see, maybe here. Come on. Man, one hand is a headache, okay? There we go. So like this. I need to push anyway. But now it's in place, you know, with this. And then I start welding. You know, first one, second one, until I finish the whole thing. Yep. Anthony, how are you, man? Let me take out this from here. Jig goes here. Let me put the bus bar back here. Take out this. See, I just touched this and it start biting the cells. See? All right. Let me put this back here before the jig. Let me see how it's doing the jig. Let me show you how it's going. It's almost done. Look at that. It's only 9 minutes. It's gonna take. Look at this. Look at that. 79% already. 80%. This is a fast printer. So for the people asking, this is a Bamboo Lab H2D. Very good. I have AMS on top, one here. I have another AMS here. That's the one that I'm using right now. Actually, let me put this back here. This is another printer. That's the Creality Ender 5 Max. So plus another one, that's the K1 Max Creality as well. And the other one, my biggest one, is this one. See, I make this in one piece. Look at how big is this trays. One piece. So That one is a Cobra 3 Max. Is the name of that printer. It's big. I can print all the way to 420. Yeah, all those nozzles are. This one is 0.4. Even I have 0.6. I have same thing here, 0.4, 0.6. I have the 0.6 coming for this one, but this one is dual nozzle. You have two nozzles in that printer, you see? So what it means, it just finished. Again, this printer is a beast, and very fast. Dual nozzle allow me to print two. See, that's the rolling. It's just rolling back. It allow me to print two colors at the same time. See, just finished. That's the jig. Now what I do with this is just put it here. See? And make a little mark with one Sharpie. Let me put the cell phone back here, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. All right. This is what I'm gonna be doing, okay? Oops, I hit the cell phone, sorry. So basically, see, I mark the center. Just like that. Oops, sorry about that. And I'm gonna show you why I do that. Well, I explained, but I'm gonna show you now practically why I do that. I mean, you can mark even the negative side as well. I do that when I don't. I'm not using tablets because the tablets is easier, because the tablets normally they have the welding mark, which is easier to identify. But we can do that in the negative as well. All right, now look at this. Why I do this? Because now when I go with the bus bar to align the bus bar, look how easy now I can find the center of the cell with, I don't, let me see if I can put the camera in a position that you guys can see what I'm talking about. All right. I don't know if you guys can see that. Look at this. How I can see how I can find the center right there in the center of the jig. So in that way, I can put the jig in the perfect center. See? And then start welding. Of course, I don't have the top part, so the cells are not perfectly accommodate. So, but that's the idea of doing that, that trick. Make it easier, way easier to weld, okay? So actually, let me do something. I can now just mark these ones, see, and start putting it upside down. This is way easier if you do this before putting the ring, the insulator ring. Make it way easier because it doesn't stick to here. So there we go. I don't know if the chat is freeze or is anybody here? I haven't checked. Oh, 15 people we have online. But if you have any question, you can ask. Um, hey, for the people that doesn't know, check it out the new pricing. I put in on sale a bunch of cells in very good price, including the EV50E. I lowered the JP40s. They have a new pricing. Um, there's quite a few. There are quite a few. So I'm working to, you know, try to bring better pricing, especially for this season. Oops. Another one, the spot welder. Check the spot welder. The which one? The UF20 and the I guess the 30, the 60. I lower prices as well. I put few offers for the spot welders. So if someone is interested, Mozart. Hi, great news. Successful to well 0.3 copper sandwich with the glitter ale. Buddy, I seen that this morning. You are using stainless steel. Now the question is, I used stainless steel before and it works. It's worked pretty good. I know it works pretty good. Now the question is, do you don't have any problem with the sticking the probes, because they really stick very hard using stainless steel. They get very sticky to the cells. I mean to the tips, to the probes. You know, the copper probes. Come on. See why it's better doing it without the. When you are going to put the A-width probes lids on the side. What do you mean the probes? They are there. You are talking about the tips. They are there. Check it out. If you want it, I posted a long time ago. Let me know if you can see it. Unless that you are talking about the come on. The big pants. That one is the only one that I haven't posted yet. Let me zoom this out a little bit so you can see what I'm doing in this side. That's the one that I haven't posted. That I know I haven't posted, because I have one of them is already sold pretty much. Actually, two of them, and then I have only one left. I bring only 3 for testing. I have one as well for myself. Let me read what the comments. Yeah, that's the one that I'm talking about. Yes. I have to post that, buddy. I have them here. Let me do it today for you. If you are interested in one of them, I'm gonna post that today. After I finish with these batteries, I need to actually make a coffee and eat something. I haven't eaten anything yet. after that. But I'm gonna start welding one side of the battery first. After I finish this, I'm gonna weld one of the sides, okay? So in that way I have the battery already started. This look blurry, isn't it not blurry, the image? Oh, let me read, Mozart, what you have to say. I'm using the prop tips that titanium and they are great even with the stainless steel great way to avoid the stickiness. Yes, I mean I know that one have a higher resistance, and there is a reason why some people was not using it. But I really want to hear what you have to say because, buddy, I know you know your stuff. I mean, I really follow your channel and I share your videos because I found them very, very interesting. Your testing and your videos, buddy. Honestly, I give you kudos, buddy. You have a great channel. And if anybody doesn't know, Mozart, can you post your channel here so that people can follow you to show? I mean, you he does a very interesting testing with electronics, especially with the spot welders. He have a lot of very interesting stuff. I may have enough. Let me see if I have enough for finish this side. Maybe. Let's see. Yeah, go ahead and post your channel, the link, please. Yeah, yeah, in the chat, so the people can see it. Perfect. That will be perfect. All right, let me. You know what? Before put that lane, let me mark these other ones. Make it easier for me. Come on, let it go. All right. There we go. And the last one's here. Let me kill two birds with one stone. There we go. That's the last one. Hopefully I have enough. Let me see if I have enough to finish the series. Maybe not. I need to do 4 more. All right, 4 more. There we go. All right. Let me move now this box from here. There we go. I don't know if you guys can see this completely. There we go. Now I put this here. That's gonna be the pain. Push this down. It's not easy, especially when I have this mat. Let me take out the mat to make it more flat. It needs to be perfectly flat. So let me take out this mat. Ah, come on. Forget that I have this here. All right. And this one too. All right, let's see now if it's better. Maybe. Yeah, that's one of the most difficult parts from the builds, especially with these very long trays. Sometimes bending by the center, if I put something in the center, it make it easier. Or putting it like this. Let's see if this helps. Okay, I got one side already. That one is ready. It's not that easy way to do this. I got all the way to here. See, I use this rubber. Sometimes this helps, but I like when it goes smooth, so without have to push too hard. Let me see where it's hitting. Let me stand up. There we go. There we go. It's there. It was there. See, more and more I'm getting there. There we go. I guess I got it. This one is too deep. Guys, I may have a problem here. I just realized it. Yep, I have a problem here. Yep. Um, Let me read the comments, okay? When I had a weak welder, I have to ensure the cells are absolutely spotless and oil free. Some 91 alcohol in white paper. Yep, I agree. I agree. If you're having problem with that, even you can sand a little bit the cells. See this? I have a problem here. I cannot do this right now. Look at the problem that I have here. Somehow now I have a gap, a very deep gap here. This was not like that before. I'm using the wrong. I have two sets, maybe the wrong set, and now I don't know why in here I have this deep gap, so I cannot use. This is fine. This is perfectly fine. See, but here is bad, really bad, and this doesn't go deeper than this. I maybe can sand a little bit, just this area a little bit, and fix this, but I'm not gonna do it now unless the other one fits better. I have another one. Yeah, something happened with this that let me take out the cell phone from my hands. Um, Something happened here. Let me find the other one. Maybe the other one is the one that fits here. Let me see if this one fits better. I know it's the positives. Come on. Let's see. Use the one half that other bank. That's what I think. That's what I think. That maybe this one have a shorter walls, because when I build this, they fit perfectly. You know. The other possibility is the you know the temperature that expand or decrease, because I make it very tight, very tight. Let me stand up, because when I'm not standing, it's more difficult. Let's see, standing here. There we go. It's almost there. It's not jet. There we go. I got it down. Here is off jet. Come on. funny because I don't want to move too much. Probably on the floor I can do it because I'm moving too many stuff from my tables in here. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not showing the camera. It's almost there, almost there. Let me put it on the floor. On the floor, I know I can do it. Sorry. Much better, this one. Yep, this one works. Much better, this one. Even when this one specifically is only one. There we go. You know what? I may have to sand a little bit, maybe. Let me see. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. It's still one showing, only one. There we go. Much better. Much better. So yes. That's what I was thinking on do that. But it's almost not necessary. Look at this. It's pretty well now. I'm happy with that. And the other side looks fine. It's just sometimes what I do, I can use even the blower, the heater, like to make sure get in place correctly. See, it's only one, this one, specifically one. But I can solve that one. Ah, I see. It's because it broke. Ah, that's fine. Okay, I know what it is. It's nothing. It's just the when I was pushing, the cell holder broke because I use very shallow cell holder. I mean the cell stopper. So that's fine. That's nothing. Easy to resolve. I can weld like that anyway. So what I have to do is just put back my something in the back, the lift just a little bit, and I make it. Maybe at the moment that I have to weld, probably the one that have this one here, just put this here, something like that, and that make the pressure. See, same with this one, probably have the same the other side. Yep. See, and that's it. No big deal. There we go. So let me start with the first one to see presenting this to see how it looks like. So let me see. If I start by negative, okay, this one is gonna be top. So I put this here. Let me move the camera so I can work more comfortable. Something like this. Okay, this one I have to sand this. Absolutely. Because I know it's not gonna enter that easy. See? In the cell holder. If I wanna use this, I don't necessarily have to use that. I can use only one side like this, maybe. Let's see. With one that I use is enough. Let me see. See, I need to sand one of them. Let me see. I know I have one that was better than the other one. Yeah. Let me see. Let me check the old ones. I know these ones. Yeah, it's just that it's not made for here. Maybe if I cut one of the sides. Let me see. Sorry about that. Let me just find the sandpaper. I guess it's easier for me. Make it simple. Where is my sandpaper? It was here somewhere. Or I can use this baby. All right, let me try with this. Let me use this. Let's see if this works. Let's see if this works, okay? Maybe. Nope. It doesn't like it. So I will have to print another jig. I really want to use a jig to put this together. I may can cut one of these ones. Let me cut one of these ones. There we go. All right, that's all I need. With only one, I'm happy. There we go. Just like that. Yep. And now I'm looking for that center that I was talking with you guys. Okay, this one is center. This one is the negative. That's my center positive. Sorry, I'm fighting with the phone. Let me find a way to do this better, that I can work more comfortable. All right. Probably like that, maybe. Man, I really need to buy. I always say the same thing. I need to buy a new cell holder because this one is horrible. All right, let me try like that. So basically, I'm looking the center here, which I'm good, I guess. I don't know if this jig is centralized. Let me see something. Yep, right there. You know the funny part, the back 45D doesn't have the mark that I was telling you in the center, but that's fine because once I accommodate the positive, the negative is straightforward. So I just need to make one weld, the first one, and I need to crank the power here. Let me see what I'm gonna be using. All right. I'm gonna attempt to do the first one just to mark it on place. Not using the jig because I need a new jig, but I'm gonna mark the first one. Going by the positive side. Let's see how bad with these settings the welder. And you know what? I need more space. I need the welder closer. It's conflicted with the phone. Let's see how we can do both things at the same time. I don't want you guys to miss this part. All right, let me see if I can. Let me take out the tools out here. Try to do the first weld. All right, I got the first one. Let me do the other side. All right, I got the first one in place. Okay, now it's in place. As I mentioned, positive side is the most critical. Let me see if I can accommodate this now that you can guys see this with the other camera. At the same time, I need to work comfortable. There we go. I guess you can see it there, but I cannot put my head. Let me find a better way to do this. Sorry about that, guys. Let me try to fix this. Now we can be both happy, you guys and me. Maybe there. Let's see if I can work like that. Too close. I need more space to see better. Maybe there. Yep. I messed up that one. No. I need to change this. Another tips. Let me take out this and change the shot. Yep. Where is my tools? I'm glad I just started. Ah, come on now. There we go. That one is gone. Let me show you what happened. When thing doesn't go as you plan, see? I hit in the center. The problem was the setting. I forget and I use too much power. In this welder, that's too much power. What's happening is this cell consistency is different, okay? I have to decrease this to 10 first of all and clean the tips. That's the other one. There we go. And I need a coffee, honestly. Yeah, I have triple shot. I should use 2, go with 10 and clean the tips because I was using these tips. It's too wide. They are too wide for the positive side. I need to put new tips to keep that clean and more center. I can use that tips for the negative side. It's just to wear. Year 20 is too much of that base. Yes. Yep. Look at how these tips are. They are very wear. Absolutely wear, especially for the positive side. I messed up. I'm just trying to not change it to, don't have to. Did you see much and pat that back tear down and the another tab? Let me read that comment. In the center. Well, but the thing is that the positive side is not too much problem. It's not too much problem. It's the negative side, the one that you have to be careful. But I have to check what you're talking about. Very well. Wow, this I really messed up. Look at this. I need to make another one now. And when we weld, we need to really push hard. Really push hard. I'm in lower setting. That one was horrible. I'm glad I tested first. Let me clean this. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna take a break. I haven't taken my breakfast yet. I'm gonna make a coffee and eat something and then go back live. Change. I'm gonna change that cell actually. Use another cell and do it back. I mean, I'm gonna start with the new tips. The thing is, new tips they hit harder. Maybe I'm gonna put it in 9 or 8, and if I need more, then I increase more. Okay, the power, because that was way too much power. If you notice, and I messed up. I had it in 3 shot. I can use 1 shot or 2. I mean, I'm gonna start maybe with 1 just for, it's better go lower and don't destroy the bus bar, and then crank a little bit, and then than do it in the way that I was doing now. Yep. I glad these kind of things happen sometime in life, because I like to show again the good, the the beauty and the ugly, and this is the ugly part. And I'm glad I was just starting to figure it out. All right, I'm gonna take the break and come back later. Okay, guys, thank you for joining me.